I am back at the cabin. George is over there chilling in his hole, hunting lizards. Lizard dog. King George likes to hunt lizards, huh? But back at the cabin, and I'm finished painting. Two girls from Spain showed up. That's whose minivan that is. One girl actually doesn't stay in a tent up at the lake house. She walks down here every night and sleeps in the back of this. But we are back at the cabin. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. Got the AC running. But we are finished painting. Orange and green. The orange is Hawaiian Sunset. He has those skylights blacked out from on the roof from when he had the grow in here. Those could probably come off. Hawaiian Sunset Orange. And then the kitchen dining area, I guess you call it, is Harvest Green. Hard to see it. Harvest Green. It's colorful, that's for sure. Ended up spraying it all on. That roller would have taken forever. So ended up having to go through 3 sprayers. He went and got one. Good thing he was here because it was broken, brand new out of the box. And then he went and bought another one, which was this tiny little sprayer that you could have painted this faster with a 3-inch brush than with that sprayer. So then he got a 3rd sprayer, and it worked pretty good. It didn't have a big volume capacity for the paint, but it worked out pretty good. We got it all painted. Didn't get any paint on the fireplace. Yeah, and then the 2 sprayers he bought before that, when I was done, I asked him what to do with them. He told me to throw them away. I was like, man, you should return these. It's like, just throw them away. So I took them back and ended up with like $140 gift card for the Mendo meal. I don't know what I'm gonna buy, but better than throwing them away. But all painted. Little loft up there. There's a bed up there. Tuesday he's getting a U-Haul. He gets a U-Haul like twice a month to haul trash from the grow and the trimming. All the branches and all, he actually hauls them all the way to the dump. So he said before we fill it up with trash, he's got a bed and rugs and stuff. He wants to move up here. He's still pushing for me to move in here. Tells me you'll have more space. I don't need this much space. But I would be closer to work. I wouldn't have to walk up that hill to the lake house. Be right here. I can drive into here. It's not like, I mean, once a week you go and do laundry and get groceries, or a couple times a week you go to get some groceries, and you got to drive them back to here, go find his truck, bring it over, load it out of your truck into his. drive it up there, take the truck back to wherever it was, walk back to the lake house. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Every time I do it, I just keep telling them I'm not paying any rent. If you wanted to drive up to a townhouse or something, and you'd have to pay $1,000 or probably way more than that to be able to drive up to your door. So it's inconvenient, but definitely worth it. But I'm seriously considering coming down here and staying. Like I said, I'd be closer to work. I can drive right up to the front door. Plus, during the day, up at the lake house, there's no shade up there till 5, 6 o'clock at night because it's so open, because the greenhouses were there. Whereas down here, there's actually shade. Even while I was down here painting and stuff, you know, just sitting out in your truck in the afternoon, listening to the radio in the shade, you're not stuck in a camper. Not that I'm complaining about the camper. The camper's just fine. But there is no bathroom down here, obviously. But I have a feeling if I told him I was moving down here, he would probably move the porta potty from up at the lake house down to here. That's what I'm guessing. But I bet if I asked him, he'd let me build a shower out, one of the outdoor showers outside. That wouldn't take much at all to throw one of them up. There is water here. Outside there's that sink, and beside that grill, like an outdoor kitchen. So, thinking about coming down here. Tuesday he's gonna move, he's got a bed to move in, like I said, some rugs and some furniture. I don't know what all he has. But the only downside would be is I'd have to buy something. I'd end up having to get a microwave. Gotta have a microwave. Probably buy some tables and stuff. But we'll see what he has and what he says. Go from there, I guess. And one of the other advantages to being here compared to the the lake house is the lake house doesn't have power to it. So there's been probably, since I've been there, a half a dozen times the power cuts off, either later in the evening or in the middle of the night, because it was either a cloudy day or even when the smoke's heavy, it affects the batteries getting charged during the day. Usually it doesn't cut out until the middle of the night. And the other thing is, like, the air conditioner in the camper and in the lake house at 4 o'clock, you have to shut those off. I actually have mine on a timer. So it shuts off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so that the solar can get a good hour of sunlight to charge to get us through the night. But down here, this is wired, so you'd have plenty of electricity. There's 2 split ACs in here. Really only need one, but the other one's probably here because, like I said, this was a grow cabin before this. Or that's what he used it for anyway. So down here you'd have AC 24/7. Wouldn't have to worry about the power going out. I can drive my truck right up to the front door, come and go, without having to have a 10-minute walk. But we'll see. Today's Saturday afternoon. I'm off tomorrow. Shouldn't have to do anything till Monday morning. Tuesday we're gonna move whatever he has at his house that he wants to move over here. Like I said, he'd already hinted about, you should move in over there. You have more space, AC 24/7. I don't know why he's pushing for me to come over here, but I'm probably gonna do it. We'll see. Talk to him more about it on Tuesday. But yeah, I think the paint came out pretty good. I kind of like the orange. Of course, he picked these colors out. Maybe he plans to put a kitchen in. Maybe that's my next job, is putting a kitchen in. I know the water's on the other side of that wall. There's that little outdoor kitchen. But we'll see. What are you doing, George? King George. You done hunting lizards? George likes to chase after the lizards. He's never caught one. I don't think he'd know what to do if he did caught one. George, what are you going to do with the lizards if you catch them? Huh? You going to eat them? Are you a lizard dog? Huh? I'm catching some sunshine.